Right, guys, so I'm going to tell you about why it's not good to take sport too serious. I believe people have been indoctrinated into taking sport too serious, and I'm going to give you an example. So yeah, I'm a distance runner. I started off as a 14-year-old. That was what, 10 years ago. And about last this time last year, I decided to quit running. I was a bit bored of it, and recently I've kind of got back into it after a year out from the sport, and you know. Um, I felt like for my first 9 year stint in running, I took the thing too serious, and I believe that I was badly influenced by my dad because he actually took over my coaching for a while, and he was very serious. After every session, he'd be like, "Oh, time to get, time to get, time to get, time to get," and it was very irritating having a father like that. His coaching wasn't even good. All right. Now his coaching himself. He lived in Wales for about 3 years, from the age of, was it 18 to 21, and he ran back then, and he had a coach, and his coach wasn't very good. But he went to all the latest courses in London, the weekend courses, to learn about how to coach. And so the training plan went like this: 4 track sessions a week. Two of those were sessions of 400s, around like 62 seconds, and the other two were sessions of 200-meter repeats, around like probably I can't even remember, maybe 29, 30 seconds, something like that. And it was all speed, speed, speed. And on the other 2 days of the week, um, he'd do a tempo run, a 3 or 4 mile tempo run, and endurance was just out of the question. No endurance allowed. One he said one day at training, one guy went over to the coach and said to him, I ran for an hour and a half yesterday, and the coach said, "What do you want to do? Be a slow marathon runner?" And apparently he didn't let anyone. He would not let anyone run that long unless they're running the marathon. But if you're doing a track event, it's all speed, speed, speed. And my dad used to focus on the 8 and 1500 meters, the mile. His PB in the mile was 4:17, which is actually surprisingly fast considering the training he was doing was kind of stupid. Um, so anyway, he wanted me to train in a way that's similar to that, and but anyway, he kind of went easy on me because I was a beginner. He only made me do 2 track sessions a week of 400 meters on the track, 400-meter repeats, and the 4 other days were easy runs. He called them easy runs, but I later found out that he wanted me to do those easy runs at like 6 minute mile pace, which is actually like a tempo run, or lactic threshold run, whatever you want to call it. And so I did that training, and you know, I burnt out every year. But that's not kind of the point of that. The point is, he was extremely serious when I did eventually decide that I didn't want to do his training anymore because I was fed up with all the burnout. I told him, and then he'd be shouting, arguing, roaring at me for not training properly. He'd be writing me all these training plans and handing them over to me. He said, "Mark, this training plan is much better, and there's way less mileage in there." And that's the thing, you need to do mileage, you need to build endurance, and he seemed to just ignore that because he was coached by a bad coach, and he was carrying on the legacy of the bad coach. And my dad told me that when he was 21, he quit running because he was running some road race, and there's this van that was involved in the pacing, and the van hit into his side, and he badly injured his hip. I don't believe that. I think that's a made up story. I think what really happened was he just burnt out and got injured from training like an idiot. Okay, and yeah, but anyway, so he would not allow me to train with my club because my club they train properly. They emphasize mileage, building endurance, and my dad said, "Oh, you don't need endurance because you already have it. What you need is speed, 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 speed." And it was just stupid. And eventually, I did move on to my club's training, but yeah, it was, I think his uptightness passed on. I became very uptight and serious about the training. At the end of a workout, I'd be like, "Oh, time to get, time to get, time to get, time to get, time to get." And you know, I got a Garmin watch when I was 18, and I was just a complete addict. I'd be looking at the watch every 5 seconds. I'd be like, what pace am I at? 7 minute mile pace. That's okay. 650. Oh, slow down, slow down. All right, 710. Oh, that's too slow. Speed up, speed up. And I hear there are guys in my athletic club who have this thing on their Garmin watches that my coach says we need to do our easy runs at 7 minute mile pace. So these guys put this thing on their watch where if they run any faster than 6:45 per mile, the watch beeps and tells them to run slower. But if they go any slower than 7:15 per mile, the watch beeps and tells them to run faster. And it's very robotic. I think the Garmin watches are a very negative part of running these days. I've heard that a lot of coaches have put off the sport. You know, like a lot of the top runners from like the 70s and the 80s, they just hate the Garmin watches because when they were training, they didn't use it. They kind of just ran by how they were feeling. They did their runs by effort, and now we're becoming like fucking robots staring at a watch all the time. And even times I'm doing workouts, we're doing like mile repeats. We're on like 0.95 a mile. I see this. Other people and myself, we look at the watch, right? 0.95, okay. 0.96, right? Keep running. 0.96. 0.97. And we keep staring at the watch until it reaches the 1 mile mark. And it's just, I just don't agree with it. I just think the Garmin watches, we should get rid of the Garmin watches. Um, but anyway, so from my year off from training, I'm doing some thinking. I felt like I probably didn't run as fast as I could have. I didn't reach my potential. But I don't. It didn't really bother me much. Because I'm like, right, I don't run anymore. It's over. I'm gonna move on with the future, and it's just this thing in the past. And there's no regrets. I don't really care that much. You just move on to the next challenge. So, and it got me thinking, was it really worth taking running so seriously? I should have been just trying to enjoy it. I mean, how many people become professional? Very small percentage of runners become professional. And even if you do become professional, I don't know if that's what you want to do for life. It's very serious. We all know the tooth fairy doesn't exist. There is widespread doping among the professionals. If you join one of these clubs, you'll be expected to take EPO, do blood transfusions, testosterone, steroids, and all this crap. Asthma medication. You'll have to lie about having. You'll have to tell the doctors that, oh, I have asthma, when you don't have asthma, so you can take the inhaler to improve your oxygen intake, something like that. Um, so yeah, I'm not sure if that's what you'd want to do. The thing is, running was like my purpose in life. It was the only thing I was ever good at. Okay, and that was unfortunate. I think I had a bit of a fixed mentality. I believed that I couldn't improve myself. By like I always thought I was stupid because of the but then I started to realize no, I wasn't stupid. It was just the school system that made me think I was stupid. For the last 9 months, I've been reading just for 20 minutes a day, and I've improved my brain capacity massively. And now I'm confident that I can become a good YouTuber. So it's good to have other areas in life. It's good to have a hobby that's physical. It's good to have a hobby that's intellectual or creative. It's good to have other options in life, and just know that sometimes bad teachers hold you back in life, and that's what happened to me. So yeah, stop taking sport so seriously. I was watching a bit of the Paralympics there yesterday. And I watched the second half of the Ireland Portugal match where Ronaldo scored the 2 goals in stoppage time to. Oh shit! The radiator's falling off the wall. Damn. But anyway, so yeah, look, it should all be about enjoyment. I feel like we're indoctrinated to take sport too seriously, and it's just sad. You get so many people who suffer from mental health problems because they don't run fast enough. So they're told, "Oh, sport is so important." When you're not born like that. Like I believe if you're a kid and you go out and play sport with your friends, it's just this fun thing. You enjoy it, but then you join a club or something and it's all serious, competitive, serious, and you become brainwashed. All right. I guess that's my video. Don't take sport too seriously. You'll take the fun out of it, and you know, being a professional athlete is a shit life. From what I've read, it's not nice at all. So a lot of people think that their lives would be perfect if they become a professional athlete, but that's not the case.